everyone, my name is Chelsea Meese and I am almost about 3 miles away from the end of segment 5 on the Colorado Trail. So I just wanted to jump in here and tell you guys a little bit about segments 3, 4, and 5 that I've completed in the past 3 days. So segment 3, let's start there. Mountain bikers galore. It is a beautiful trail to be able to ride a mountain bike, but as a backpacker, you are just like, woo, 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 woo. Like, you just see them like coming by you. And so it's very easy. You can honestly fly through segment 3, at least the first half, super quick. Once you get to the end half with about 4.5 miles left, then you start an uphill before you reach segment 4. Not only does that uphill go to segment 4, but it goes 7 miles past segment 4. So you're doing a total of like 11.5 miles of an uphill between these two segments in this stretch. So I ended up camping at about 4 miles in for segment 4. So I made it about halfway up that next bunch of miles uphill. And so camped there, finished the rest out the next morning, and then it was really nice to finish out segment 4 and get to segment 5. Segment 5 is also a flyer. It is basically flat and downhill, so it is not bad whatsoever. So I ended up camping at the end of, I camped in segment 4 twice. So at the beginning of segment 4, about 4 miles in, and then about 2 miles out. Once you go through this 6-mile meadow, which is gorgeous, and you reach your 50-mile mark, you come to the top of a saddle, and right before the saddle, there's a beautiful campsite. You can see the meadow, you're in some trees, absolutely gorgeous. So I definitely recommend that if you're on segment 4. And then getting into segment 5, like I said, that was pretty much a breeze until like around now where I'm at towards the end, starting to get a little bit of a climb. I would say the first 6-7 miles are honestly pretty flat or downhill. And then you start to climb and see some beautiful views. You start to see the valleys. You start to see those taller mountains off in the distance that you'll be hiking to on the CT. So that was definitely very encouraging. Something that I do want to say though about the trail is that although I would say that these segments are kind of easy, I would say segment 4 was very difficult. I would say that the trail is going to be a reflection of who you are. What you do and your self-talk and your mindset is going to determine the entire thing, because honestly, at the beginning I had very good self-talk. I had very good an attitude. It was amazing. I was killing it. And then for some reason when I woke up on day 3 and I only had 2 miles downhill, and then segment 5 that's downhill and flat, my self-talk turned into self-sabotage, and I'm just like, what the hell? You literally just did 11 miles uphill and you can't do 2 miles downhill? Like, what is going on here? And so you really need to check yourself, especially if you're doing this thing solo. I think you're going to get into your head a lot. You're going to have that positive self-talk, that reinforcement of that you can do this. Like, I literally did 11 miles uphill. Like, what the fuck is going to stop me from going downhill for a couple miles? Like, it's literally a mental game of getting through, because I know my body can do this. It's the fact of pushing my mind and making it go there. And so I think that's why I'm liking this journey. Yes, I'm sore. Yes, I'm tired. I'm exhausted, to be honest. And I sleep in. Like, I can't even imagine what the next couple segments are going to look like. But I think it's building to that place and understanding what it is that you say to yourself, because then you can start to correct it. Because I'm taking these lessons back. There's a few other that I've learned that I'm going to take back into the real world, back into real life Denver, and I'm going to be like, oh, that makes sense now. I got to stop that, because that's a self-sabotage kind of thing. And so I don't know if you guys deal with self-sabotage at all, but there was no way in hell that I should have been doing that the other day. But I did, and that's just the mental game of it all. Like, you can push yourself so far. Whoo, that's thunder. You can push yourself so far in your body, but it has to be your mind that actually takes you there. So I just kind of wanted to say that. If I was to sum up segments 3, 4, and 5 in a few words, it's honestly a whole lot of trees, because that's what it was, a whole lot of trees. And you don't really hit views until segment 5. So it's not too bad. I definitely recommend it, especially I feel like the CT works you into the higher elevation, and it's kind of like math. It adds on to each other. So, all right, I'm going to stop rambling now. It sounds like thunder's coming in. I have about 3 miles left till I'm finished with this trip. I just wanted to tell you guys what's up. I love you guys. Go out, be your best self today, and I will catch you on the flip side. Bye.